Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Glendale. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing right away, it's May. That's made. That's Woods. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
May to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From out of the gun, here's May. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 4th down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Back to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On the ground, it's Benson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. On the handoff, this is Benson. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. going to try to pull his way in. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Track at 60. Let's go now.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
This one complete right side. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving 1st quarter of play. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. In motion now, it's Collins. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. This is Hunt. He got the connection to Collins. And he will take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdown, New England. The kicking team off for the extra point. And he missed it. It is no good. And this is going to remain a 6-point margin. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catching. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Handoff here, up the middle. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll try to run for it. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight. Pass rush is getting home. Back-to-back sacks. Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Bates' kick is good. And the Cardinals are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. And that is the last thing you want to do, Greg. When you have the ball on offense in your hands, and the other team gets points. It is 2 with a safety there.
And it's really a rare play in the NFL, Mike. We just don't see it very often. So anytime a defense gets the run off the field celebrating, getting an easy 2 points, they'll take it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They try again. It's 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Atop. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him will wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Slot man in motion left. Go. To the air now on 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go now. 70 range. 70 range. Ready.
He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. Now how about this? It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. And he's in. Danny Gray. Touchdown, Arizona. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, in time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That one good for a dozen, and a very quick first down.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check up.
Throwing now is May. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down. Here comes 3rd and 6.
At the 60, at the 60. 19 right. Go.
Throwing is May. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on 3rd down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it, nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the first down.
In motion now, it's Collins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
70 Lion.
Out of the gun, here's May. That's caught by McCaffrey. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Ready? Here we go. Set.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. A second effort, and he is in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Patriots.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to be taken down here. The defense comes up with a sack on the final play of this 3rd quarter.
19, Cardinals 12.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Murray. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
A big loss on the play.
The Cardinals lining up for a punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. They'll go play action with May. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. To throw on 1st down is May.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. He's got his big tight end, Jelani Woods. Touchdown, New England. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gray gonna return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Murray looking to throw. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jelani Tavai. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
That is hauled in at the 5. He is in. Touchdown, Patriots. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. The extra point is up and through. And the Pats will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Gray gonna return it. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. On 1st down, Murray. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Now a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, it's May. He's got a receiver, that's Woods. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. A give for McCaffrey running right. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That one, taken in. Roll, Otunze. Touchdown, New England. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gray gonna return it. And he'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Murray now. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Murray. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and
he gets free. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. It is a big gain for Arizona. And even 50 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Off balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be taken down. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Murray. Now he'll run, and this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31.